Hi, welcome if you're just joining the stream. Today we're going to cover gold and Nasdaq on mainly our main two pairs. We'll have a look at CL and a couple of others, but we're going to be looking at some probability trades, some new insights into the support and resistance, and we're going to see if we can grab some trades in this live trading. So let's get going. Right, so we've got gold here. So let's just give you a quick recap. The yellow line here represents a 4-hour open. This time here is the time left on the 4-hour. So you can see we've got 2 hours. Move my mouse out of the way. We've got 2 hours and 9 minutes until the end of this 4-hour candle. So on this stream we trade with probability. One of the probabilities we have is the formation of a candle. So what we can see here in the 4-hour, the orange lines represent an hour, beginning of an hour. This is our first hour which we've gone bearish and we've stayed below the open, which is an indication of a bearish start. However, right now we failed to take the high and low in the first hour, which would give us a little bit of indication. There is more likely to the downside in that we took the low at 31, which just means by that point in the 4-hour, more likely you have your high and low created in the first 30 minutes. And in fact, if we look at that data, let's just bring it up. So we've got 8 segments. We're breaking down this results table. What it's doing is it's taking a 4-hour and breaking it into 8, which is half-an-hour segments. So we can see in the first half an hour, there's a 42% probability here for bearish. So if it's going to be a bearish 4-hour, right, like this one, that in the first half an hour, there's a 42% probability the high for a bearish hour is going to be put in. And that's just looking at the last 45 bearish candles. You can see, based over the last 45 bearish candles, 42% of them had the high in the first 30 minutes. So if we take the first 30 minutes, we took the low, meaning that we can no longer, if we're going to go bullish, it would mean the low is going to be in segment 2. And as you can see, only 9% of that happened. So right now we're going to be more bearish than we are bullish until this high has gone on gold. So we won't be looking for anything long-wise until we see that flip. That makes sense? So we're using data like that to ensure that when we're trading we've got an edge. We're trading with probability. Morning, guys. So with gold right now, with this 4-hour push down, we've taken the low of the previous 4-hour. That adds about a 70% probability. Probably more like 69, that the 4-hour is also going to be bearish as well. Trend AI is bearish. Dynamic TP is under the 0 line. What I am going to start introducing more is a masterclass on how to utilize the MACD, as I think it's just adds huge value in your entries, as I showed you yesterday's stream. So I'm going to be bringing it more back and showcasing how you can use it. Obviously, dynamic TP is a simplified version using the settings that are used. And then we've got our support and resistance boxes. I'll make these a little bit clearer on the chart just for a second. So let's have a little look. So when we're going to go bearish in an hour, and we'll look at some other time frames on that as well. Past hour is a good example. You can see that we create a new box every hour because it's set to hourly. And that box, when we break below, then becomes an area where we expect price to, it's going to be bearish, to respect, right? So basically it becomes your hourly resistance. So as you can see here, we tap back up, we come below, right? We reject from that hourly box. And obviously then we head on down. Same thing here. And then you can't see this one because it's inside, but we're holding it, then we break, and then fall down below the previous hourly box as well. So these levels become as support and resistance throughout the day as well. Here's a great example here. We come above, we break below, we actually just confirm bearish as well. Nice sell signal, and then a bearish hour. But they actually act as support and resistance throughout the day as well. So we can see now when we've now gone bullish, right? We've rejected from this current hour, which is showcased in yellow, being the current hour, that we've broken above, right? And we'll expect now price to hold this level if we're going to go bullish. And we can see rejections from here, right? Now remember our 4-hour highs here, so we want to see price break through, which gives us then high probability this is our 4-hour low. And I think you can see one of the boxes that I drew on yesterday before I put the indicator on. There you can see how price has reacted from it here. Right? To the tick. And then straight back up to our previous hour, right? So then we can change those as well. So we can look at the 4-hour. And we're going to be adding multiple time frames and different color coding. So we can look at the 4-hour, right? So we're 2 hours in, nice rejection from the current 4-hour box, right? So if this is our 4-hour, we're expecting this to hold. And if it's going to go bullish, we need to flip it and hold it, right? And then we look at the previous 4-hour. There's the 4-hour box. So then we could look at price coming all the way back up towards this sort of level. And obviously these are previous levels where we can see price reacting from as it comes through. And you can set how many you want. In the indicator. So we can increase the number of levels that we show, how far back it goes. Right, we can see that level now come on. But you can just see how price reacts to those areas. And they just become a nice support and resistance. Areas where you might see price reject, where you might want to take partials. And we see our price is now struggling at that same area. Dynamic TP is coming up though, which is nice. So we want to see price come up and take that, right? Just going to put them back to hourly. So I like to use it for our entry. I can try and grab an entry out of the box, and then also for areas where I can see price to take profit, right? So we've been through our 4-hour data. Any idea? Just depends how long it takes to code the rest of it, because we are working on, let me just turn off the data. So these are our confluences, right? So I can see now currently dynamic TP is bullish, it's below 0. We are above the 1 hour. We've just gone into the inside of the 2 hour box. So these are the boxes, but multi-time frames. We can use different time frames. So we've got the 1 hour, the 2 hour, and the 4 hour. So we're inside the 1 hour. Below the 4 hour, because that's the previous 4 hour, right? And then this is, sorry, and then we've taken the, God, my screen's not bright enough. We've taken the 4 hour low, but the 1 hour, we haven't taken any lows yet. So there's the 1 hour high. So it's currently neutral. And same with the 2 hour, because we've just started a brand new 2 hour. And then it gives us our time down. So we were just working on building out the rest of the confluences, right? I want to add in as many as possible so that you've got this as much as obviously you know it in your head. Like obviously I've just gone through the data and you'll have the data to look at when you need to. This is just a dashboard to make it easier to see when everything's aligned, right? So there's still quite a bit of work to do. So no idea, Aaron. No idea. We're working on it every day. Morning. Right, I'm going to try and grab a trade because this is what it's about, right? So right now on gold, I want to see gold. We've just created a brand new hour, a brand new 2 hour, right? So we're inside the current hour. So I'm just going to increase the color of the hourly box, the new hour, so that you can see it a bit clearer. So, interestingly, we're right close to crossing the zero line on gold. Dynamic TP is very bearish. The higher time frame's bullish. So if we can transition today back bullish, we'll have a payday like we had yesterday. But I want to see this break above, flip our 4 hour, and then we can look. We've got a corrective bearish on the 1 hour as well, right? Haven't yet seen the higher time frames change. The only thing is how far this has had to come. This has been a long way to get back to the zero line. We'll see whether we've got the momentum to actually bring us through, or whether we're going to get a little bit more correction before we get price going on. But we can see that we are increasing in volume, right? Look at the histogram. So momentum is growing. Normally you'll see it waver like here. See the momentum of the heaps coming down before we then cross, and the momentum of the bearish trend getting stronger before it starts getting weaker, even though we start moving down, right? This low will still be low. That's a histogram divergence, right? And then you start seeing price, histogram divergence. It's getting weaker before the bullish side kicks in. So we've still got plenty of strong momentum to the upside. Now we need to see price do the same thing. Nice one, Aaron. That's what we want to hear. Yeah, so I want to see price come above. So this is what I'm looking for on gold. Although you can't see it. Let me just change the color. I'm looking for like this, right? So where's 20 minutes? So ideally we get our 20 minute. Maybe even we break above there, but around here. And then ideally we can go long. If not, we can expect this low to go, right? There's a 72% probability this low goes, 64%. Where's the rest of the liquidity? It's going to be way up. All the way at the top. So what I'd want to see to go short, ideally, see this crossing now. That's giving us indication that this is going to have a bit of a correction now, right? we've still got quite a long way for momentum to take that across. So this possibly could be a shallow correction before a continuation. Let's see if we hold this box here. We can be a bit ping-pong in now between these. It's got a little bit of time. Let's have a quick check on NQ. Because yesterday gold, we're just coming over the zero line, which is great. Everything's more bullish. We're bullish, we're above the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour. We've taken the high of the previous, have we taken the high? Just taken the high of the previous hour. And we've taken the high of the previous 2 hour. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. So 4 hours more bullish, right? There's the 4 hour box. We've come above, back to the box, taken the high. So much more bullish. Trend AI is starting to weaken. Previous 4 hour. So we have taken a low of the previous 4 hour. Got a 93% probability of this high going. Coming back into our hourly box. Dynamic TP's over the zero line. Algo's not great. But we got a lot of bullish signals. How was everyone's day yesterday? Hope you didn't trade in the last hour when Trump came on in our chat. So nice reaction from our box. Normally we get these nice shallow, we'll get a continuation. Then we might just go straight for this. Not quite sure we'll get a position on this. Let's see. Let's do a little bit higher time frame. Bear me a second. Four-hour VIB. Top of the 4 hour VIB. Rejection, rejection. Want to see price close above here? Yeah. It'll come round though, surely. It's a good time to be buying the Nasdaq long, holding long term. So what you'd want to see on CL is this come under the 0 line. We'll come below this box, retap, and then target those lows, potentially. Let's go back to gold and see where we're at. These rejections here, right? You just want this to be our reversal. Got an open VIB here as well. And an open VIB here on the 4 hour. It's just, is this 4 hour going to close as a tail bar and then give us that push up the next 4 hour? Let's have a look how long we've got left. Got 2 hours left on the 4 hour. We equaled the high. Equaled the high. So on the CFD, we haven't taken the high. We haven't got close. So maybe gold, we need to wait for the 4 hour to be over, possibly. Maybe we'll have a little bit of this being our leveling out. We might just close bullish, give us a bullish tail bar, and then we'll get a push up possibly. Again, dynamic trend AI is bearish. We are on the higher time frame. I want to see this coming up to the 0 line, right? It's all about how this is going to react. Is it going to give us that opportunity to get above? It's come a long, long way, right? So for example, like here, we come all the way down, but we just mess around first before we get that cross, right? Big move up, bit of correction, and then the move down. So it's just how this is going to go. So I think we just need to be a little bit patient. Let's go back to, so I want to see clearly the high go on futures. Right now we're above, we're below, we've held the previous hour, right? Still bullish. We can use our lower time frame MACD, right? We want to see this. If it's going to carry on, right, we're going to get a nice push up. But we are absolutely keeping an eye on this. We've still got another 6 minutes until our 20 minutes is up. Why do we want to wait for our 20 minutes? It just gives us another probability with the box, right? Just gives us another probability. What I also like, look here, previous hour, we had a bearish box, which we disrespected. Showing more bullish signs, right? Here we have a bearish box. We get the bearish price action. We also fail to take the lat low, right? And often when the hourly candle doesn't put in a low in the last 40 minutes, can often be doji candle, right? So when we get a doji candle, and these are all stats I'm planning on some point getting together, but often a doji candle will have the low like in the half an hour segment. It's that doji, come back into the wick, and then are we going to flip and go bullish? We'll see. Right now we're bearish, but EMAs are bullish. Dynamic TP is coming up to the 0 line. So before I'm bearish, I need to see some more stuff. We've already taken the high of the previous hour. So I think the bearish trend might have a bit of a pullback. We'll wait and see. Nice, another tap of the hourly box. We've got a lot of previous levels, which is why we're probably a little bit chopped. We'll break up and get this 93%. And then maybe we've got a lot of space above, right? We'll see how this corrects out. Could be a shitty day today. Sometimes you get these big moves down, right? And then in the algo, corrective price action is this, right? So there's you move, you get sort of a corrective price, and then you get your continuation down, right? And when we're in corrective, although we are bullish, it's shitty corrective in that it's a bit more choppy, right? Not a nice straight push. So we want to see really a complete break of this NQ. So real great liquidity levels other than our internal ones. So I think if we take a trade, we're just going to be not looking for huge trades, just trying to get a 1 hour and done. Expect this low to go. Now we're coming over that 0 line. Remember what I said? This can come over the 0 line. This starts that correction. Now we can look bearish, right? This is going to change, bring dynamic TP under, change it red, so we can come down, tap back in, and take a short down. Targeting these lows, we would expect another low if we are going to carry on bearish on CL. Just the hourly algo is corrective. We've taken the high of the previous hour. I think we can wait for a better entry, even though, you know, I like the look of this. We've got 1 more minute. Let's see if we close below the 50% as well. Get a few more confluences. It's looking a bit of a weak. See this now? We're at the 0 line. Ooh. I expect this to go. If it's going to go now, we want to see not that. We want to see a cross and a go. Let's see. We haven't really had this, have we, right? We've had more of that. So again, segment 1 in the hour, we've got our low in segment 2. So I think what I'd want to see is this high go first. That's it. Come on. Take us over. Okay, we get a green box, which is good. So there's a 74% probability that we're going to take this high. Gives us a 63% probability of a bullish hour as well. Dynamic TP is bullish, it's above 0. We're above the 1 hour and 2 hour box. Still inside the 4 hour. Right, this is our 4 hour box. So we can still see price come above and take an entry inside of here as well, right? Let's see this high go. It's our hourly high, our 4 hour high. We want to see a clean close above before any low. On your USD. Yeah, I want to get the early sells on that here as well. So we'll have early, normal, and late. Although I want to create a custom sell so you can set when it is as well. A custom signal. But we'll have those 3 on as well so that they'll pop up on the indicator. I absolutely love Euro USD. I just don't trade it as much. Don't like it as much on futures. Yeah, that's a nice trade. So here, look, we get the correction. Hourly, nice tap on the previous hourly box. You can see how these work great, right? We come back above to the previous hour. We flip that. We might get a tap back to the 50%. We're taking liquidity now as well. Got liquidity below. We've had that, look, come above. This was the trade. Beautiful trade here. As you're correcting, the lower time frame MACD comes above. Right, retest the current hour. Nice push up. Let's see. Got to be careful with gold. I want to see a clear close above. Current 4 hour. Rejection. Rejection, rejection, rejection. If we wanted to be a little bit more on the 1 hour, we'd want to see this low go, right? Flip, back, and then come down, maybe target this low, or come back down to here. Dynamic TP change, come back under as well. But I think it's more of a, like I said, the 4 hour putting in its bottom out. So we got an hour 36 for the next 4 hour. Liquidity, yeah. Yeah, price go went fast. That's all right. You know what, mate? At least you had the right trade idea in terms of where it was going. Lovely use of the first box again, right? I can't wait to see how people use them. You know, these concepts, it's one of the reasons why we started MaxAlgo. I love coming up with concepts and new ideas for the industry. This being one of them, support and resistance. Let's just check some 4 hour levels. So we haven't got anything above. Yeah, so we've just gone very bullish. That's so interesting. 25% tariffs on euro. So interesting. Yeah, I mean, look at our chart, right? Look, everything's bullish. You know, and it's like, it's just a really easy way of, you know, you need to know the statistics and the probabilities, but then when you know it, it's just a really nice way of seeing what's going on and how much time's left on everything, right? 34 minutes, 34 minutes, 34 minutes. That's because it's not futures, that's CFD. Good guys, I'm glad you can't wait. We're working hard on it. So what generally we're trying to do as a day now is like we'll come in, do the morning stream, carry on, try and put some more videos out. So we'll do a recap of the day before. We've also got some educational videos. I'm going to do a masterclass on the MACD. A few other things as well. Carry on kind of putting out useful content, which is why we've switched the name of the YouTube channel so that we can do educational content as well. It's not just have to be all about MaxAlgo. And then when we finish that, we just crack on straight back into coding. We spend the rest of the day coding, trying to add and build out the features. And I am no great coder. No great coder. It's been a lot of work to learn and get ourselves to this point. And I cannot wait until we can bring a team in. I just can't wait. It's going to be so good. Probably would have. I like this trade. It's just how much higher is it going to go? Obviously we've got this liquidity. It's just there's not much room, right? Let's just go back to 1 hour. Yeah. We just got this build up. Build up of price. Also, we can use it on the weekly, right? Weekly, daily. Is our weekly box, right? This is our current week. Some nice trades from it. Obviously, when yesterday's Trump announcement. So maybe this is where we could be coming back up to for the weekly. Might be a nice level to keep on the chart. I think I might do that. Let's check out some. Let's check daily. Okay, that's interesting. We also got a daily level lining up. Look at those rejections for the daily boxes. Look at that. Rejection. Touch, touch. Beautiful. So yeah, maybe we can come up to this level, retest as a target for NQ. Though we haven't got liquidity above, maybe that's our kind of levels that we can keep on. What do you think? Gonna get blocked by YouTube again for playing music. I don't care. Aaron, this is part of the Lazy Boy EA. What do you think once we've got all the confluences aligned? The next thing I'm going to do is building the signals for Lazy Boy. That's why we wanted to start the project. So we're a bit late to the party on NQ. I'd have liked to see here where we correct. And then there we get, not only do we get histogram changing, we also get that one going strong. So here, possibly, just quite a big stop to go to the bottom. And you'd have to really kind of take those sort of levels because there wasn't enough liquidity above. Obviously we've got our levels higher. You know, it's definite space. We'll see what happens. Let's just check on the others. Look at this. Above, correct. Let's see if we can get the break now. This needs to be clear because obviously we've had, look, faint. This needs to be clear that this is going to go. Break above, retest, target. Could be really good. But might just be that the 4 hour needs to finish first. The opening and closing candles is really important. That's why we've got the time on here. And you can select the different time that you want to use. But I've just defaulted it to 1, 2, and 4. So that's what I use throughout day trading, really. Ready? Come on. Come on. Let's not wait an hour 26. Do. Yeah, weakness in the down. Wasn't able to cross. Still more chop. Maybe in the next hour. Because we took the high. We do get a bearish box though. Just all over inside. Nothing nice there. Right, here, come on NQ. One rejection, 2 rejection, 3 rejection. Possibly could have taken a trade here, right? Maybe this one. Not quite sure you'd had 1R. You know, just a bit lower. We haven't got all the algos aligned. Just feel got to be a bit patient. Two great trades yesterday on gold. And then obviously yesterday I was calling out for NQ to transition bullish. If you waited on that, well done. Some great trades off that NQ long when we came back above. So when we were live yesterday morning, I was talking about here, saying if we can transition, we had liquidity above. This was like 95% this level, right? If we can transition, there's some great long trades. There was still some good shorts in the morning as well, don't get me wrong. But dynamic TP came over. And then we had some nice clean hours. Some nice buy signals. Taking us up. We haven't got the algos on this hour, right? So yesterday we had on gold, one of the things that I loved, we had every single time frame, 1, 2, 4, all aligned bullish. Sequence 1, which I liked a lot. So this isn't a lazy boy trade, right? Which is why I'm not talking about a lazy boy trade, because we are not aligned. So 2 hour has gone to a corrective bearish. 1 hour's on a sequence 2 for CL. Still struggling. Oh, this is obviously still very bullish, right? So we're correcting, but we're correcting horizontally, right? We are maintaining that level, and it might just be, like I said, we need to just complete this 4 hour candle, possibly. So let's just see. We need to definitely finish this hour. Does that look like a bullish hour? No, it doesn't, right? Looks like a doji hour. So we're just going to wait. We've got 22 minutes left of the hour. Let's have a little look around. A little bit of a chin wig. Looks like a euro again. It is going. So euro, everything's bullish. Sequence 1, 5, 5, everything's bullish. Let's do the same thing that we did on the others. Let's bring up some potential targets because we've not got liquidity above for euro. Let's have a little look. Let's go on the dailies first. Check out the last 10 days. Oh, it's all below. It's all below. Let's check the weekly. Yep, all below as well. Yay, 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 yay. Oh, for fuck's sake, just give me the indicator. No? Have we been below for that long? Maybe I need to increase time frames, right? Because there isn't that many weeks. Chile? Yeah, they're all below. Okay. Me. Not much structure for euro. I don't want 20 hours. Let's just put 8 on. Yikes. So you see sometimes when you're waiting for price to come back, right? You can see how that previous box potentially you could have then used as your entry with your stop below, right? Just a bit more price action. Absolutely, Aaron. I wanted to kind of... Well, the boxes just came from watching price, right? Ideas. I kind of could seen it, and I was like, oh. Started putting them on my chart. I was like, these are reacting really well. Then obviously built the indicator out. I was like, this is great. But I've wanted to kind of... We've got a lot of probability-based stuff, which is great for keeping us in line, right? But I wanted to add some more traditional trading methods into MaxAlgo, like support and resistance, levels where you can target. Obviously, we've got liquidity, and then also helping with how else can you get in with price action? Where can you take entries? Utilizing kind of like the MACD to help you. Obviously, this dynamic TP being our kind of one of my favorite setups, right? Is the coming above the zero line, and this settings are set for that. It's predominantly not the current time frame. This one gives you those more bigger moves as we cross, right? So I love these setups. These are some of my favorite. So here, look, we can come above. MACD's really bullish. We go green. You know, why do we expect that to continue and not a pullback? Just the momentum of coming over the zero line, right? And away we go. So we're gonna do education in the inside MaxAlgo once a week. So non-trading. Yeah, exactly, Aaron. So we're gonna do non-live trading lives in the Discord where we're going to do education around probabilities, the indicators, recaps, back testing, all that sort of thing. And then the morning times when we come on YouTube will just be live trading. So less educational, more, because for me as well, it's like a consistent time that I can trade. With doing all the coding and everything, what I had previously before MaxAlgo is I trade every same time of the day. And now obviously I've got more on my plate, which don't get me wrong, I love it. I love having all the stuff that we do with MaxAlgo. But it definitely impacts on your trading, the responsibility of, you know, all that comes with it. So me coming on in the morning means I've got that sort of consistent time that I can trade. And I want to keep that to being trading, less educational. We always talk through stuff like the 4 hour, the 5 hour, how it's working, what stats we've got. So this will be interesting. Again, I just think we need to finish this hour, get it out of our system. I've got no trade for gold at all. If this was more strong bullish, I'll be looking to take this high. Just weakening down? Are we going to have a little correction? Beep, 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 beep. Oh, dynamic TP crossing under. This is good for CL. It's a little late in the hour. Obviously, we've only got 15 minutes left. This is what we were saying, weren't we, about the weakening. If we can see that cross, then potentially we can have these lows on CL, right? We've come under the 0 line. It's just so late in the hour. See if we can grab it next hour. Damn you, CL. Yeah, man. It's all right, though, Aaron. I've got to be consistent, haven't I, mate? I've got to show up every day, be here, and keep putting out the value. Oh, come on. Not going to wait for me, is it? Anyway, I've got you two. We're here together. Do you know what? I love the community in MaxAlgo. Everyone's so good. It's part of me is like, I like it being small. Really good knit people. But obviously we do need to grow it. If we want to be able to take it as far as we've got ideas for, we're going to need to. Good morning. Hope you're well. Can't type. Ah. Do we fail to take that? Yeah, look, fail to take the high. Come below. Could have been a good entry here. Just a bit late in the hour for me. I like being in at the early in the hour. But anyway. 4 hour. Let's just look at our 4 hour, right? So it looks like this is one giant open. It's the same. This is the new 4 hour here. So 4 hour, we've broken it into 8 segments, half an hour segments each. So we've got segment 3, we just got the current low. Let's just have a look at that data. Bearish. Segment, I mean, yeah. 4% probability on a bearish candle that this is our low. Based on the last 49 4 hour candles. Up a bit more. 4% even when we go up. All is well. Good. It's a beautiful day in the UK today, finally. Sun's out. You can just about see it getting me in the face. So yeah, this is not likely if we are going to close bearish, which, you know, if we were going to flip this for the time where this was going to flip really. So high probability but this isn't our low for the hour. 76% probability from a liquidity point of view. From a 4 hour candle, we've got half an hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6, which is now. There's only 10 minutes left. So we've still got There's a 44% chance it's in the last half an hour, 12% chance it's in the next half an hour. So we've still got time, right? We've still got time. And when I select strong bearish, sequence 1, bearish, bearish. So at least with CL, everything's aligned. It's just if we open the next hour, we could just go, well, bang. Just quick check on gold. So if this is going to correct and carry on, right, which often we can get, you want to see this one come back above the zero line. Start our new hour, come back above, tap the box, and then these can be your take profit levels, right? If you want to trade, trail, we can be trailing through these, taking profits through the way, however you want to do it. I do like the return to this 4 hour previous here. I think that could be good. But we need to see all these things align, a new hour, new hourly box. This has been a real level, right? You can see how we've rejected, 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 rejected. So this would be a good flip, come back, continue. NQ is we haven't got the algos aligned. It's not as clean. We'll look at it in the next hour. CL I like more. Euro's on a mission. When will it stop? Nobody knows. So I think I'm kind of more focused on CL and the next 4 hour, right? I want to see that next 4 hour. Here he goes. So you see how this, we're bearish, right? And then we get this correction below the zero line. Dynamic TP 0. We were messing around in the box. And then we see dynamic TP come into that zero line. We come under the zero line. Nice correction here. And then we go red again. And dynamic TP changes. That could have been a really good entry if... Obviously, that's part of it. I don't like entering near the end of the hour. I think you know, something I'll try to improve on. It's just not something I've done a lot of. I like to wait for that formation at the bidding. But still, looking at that's how you could have read with the MACD. That trade with the support and resistance and the rejection, the EMAs, liquidity below, 4 hour structure of a 4 hour candle. All those things aligning to give you a reason why price would go down. Yeah, I mean, I might be able to do something where I just release the boxes on their own, nothing else, because they are ready, they are done. Although I would like to add the multi-time frame, right? I like the idea of being able to have like your 1 hour and then be able to see 4 hour in a different color. The boxes are built inside of this as well. It's just not working. So I've got it on a separate indicator. Okay. Previous daily. Okay, so that could be a level if we are going to carry on bearish. Let's just add that on. Currently inside the weekly. So this is the current weekly low. We've obviously gone bullish. So here, which would mean CL is more likely to have a bearish week at the end as we take that low. Be interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. The enhanced RSI. Yeah, I like it on Euro USD. So sometimes if I'm trading, like, if I wanted to, so I like it for confirmation, very similar in the way of, like, if we're going to go bullish or we're going to go bearish, we'll see the same thing happen on the enhanced RSI, right? Using that nice clean, and even sometimes I like it on the 5 minutes, so maybe I'll use it for a higher time frame trend. But it becomes too many things, so like I like to use it on the higher time frame. So if I'm going to look at like longer time frames where I might find a trend or something like that, I like to use it with that. I just prefer it than I do like the RSI, because when I first started trading, I was MACD and RSI. Spent years with those two indicators on crypto, and I like the RSI with Bitcoin. So the enhanced RSI is just, I like the dynamic level more than just the static highs and lows. But yeah, if you think about it, like here, this would have been on the enhanced RSI, below the average line, below the 50%, and then that gives you confidence then to be able to know where you're going. We're probably tapping out the bottom there, putting in divergence here maybe. But it's not really MaxAlgo. That's more of just educational, putting it on with bit of value behind it, free for some people to use. Like swing trading, something I really want to do more of long term as well. So that's where I'd probably bring that more in when I'm looking at swing trading as well. All right, new hour. Lower time frame MACD looks like we might put in a little bit of a correction. Let's quickly round up everything. Right, corrective bearish on gold, sequence 1. Still above. If this corrects now, we can expect a fairly strong move down, but we'll see. Still stuck between these levels, right? Couldn't quite come below, couldn't quite come above. New hourly box being created. So but anyway, we've got a sequence 1. Higher time frames are still bearish. Even now, straight away, we're flipping back bearish as well. That's given us that kind of... Just fix my screen. There's the correction. Could drag this under now. Just want to see that. I think we really just need to see this 4-hour finish on gold. Let's see. Don't get me wrong, I'll still take a short if everything aligns on the hourly. Because we have got more in line, right? Dynamic TP, trend AI. This can come back over the 0 line. Algos. Let's check NQ. We're just going to have our line in the sand, right? What do we want to see for this? What do we want to see for that? Nice correction above. So we did take that high, which said if we were going to take a trade, that would just be what I'd be looking for, right? Just taking this high. We still haven't got anything great on the algo for NQ. Still corrective bearish, high time frame still bearish. Other probabilities are still, you know, we've still got some more bullishness inside. Yeah, okay. Right, CL has taken the low, just. But look at the algo. Corrective bearish. So we've moved all the way back down, and yet the algo, so it's showing weakness. There's weakness potentially. So we just want to be careful. The weekly is still bullish until we take the previous low, right? Right now, if you think about it, this is what it was like on the weekly. We've come all the way back to that high, but statistically, this is still our high, right? So right now on the weekly, till that low goes, potentially, CL is still bullish. So we just want to, nice to see that go, really. Let's zoom in on this. Right, bearish confluences. EMAs are bearish. Dynamic TPs come into the 0 line. It's red. We're below the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour opens. So, this is our 2 hour open. This level here. Current 1 hour. 4 hour. My opinion on the 4 hour candle was potentially a tail bar. If we're going to have some price action up, and if we look at let's just look at some look at price action from that point of view. Right, this is our hourly rejections, and then here, what's interesting is you'd expect potentially this to have had a bit of a move up, right? So if this is going to close like this, then the 4 hour needs to stay a bit of around here. It's just, will the 4 hour flip and close bullish, and then the next 4 hour we might get a pull back up to fill this VIB that's open, the gap we got here. And that's what I was looking at from a price action point of view. We just need to wait and see how that plays out. Right now though, some nice rejections against the hourly box. We're still inside of this one, which I've failed to do. We're coming down, back towards that zero line. I'm just not uber confident. Here we go. Come on. Come on, Algo. Yay. Been a bit of a tough 4-hour candle, really. See if we can't find some in this last hour. On this 4-hour. Gold has just been inside. So when we get this close, right, you want to see momentum come through and play on. Like with volume. When we're not doing that, we're struggling. Can often mean that price is actually, you know, it's more looking at the other direction. But we just need to see it. Does, you know, I still feel like this 4-hour we could still close inside this level here, right? Then we'd have that tail bar close bullish, but coming round. We've been inside of here, right? Rejection, come above, trapped inside. So really we just want to see clean, and then maybe we can just take a small scalp. Is euro stock? Should have just long euro, right? To the moon. Super bullish. All the algos are aligned. Dynamic TP's bullish. Even lower time frame, MACD's above. Bullish. Not even waiting for anybody. Green. Can be hard sometimes to get in on those sort of days, because it just keeps tricking away. So here we come under the 0 line. If we're going to go bearish, you just want to see that go now. Not hang around like it is. It's a bit slow. Yeah. It's alright if you're just going to scalp like a few ticks, you know, like just trying to get a move up. But when you're trying to hold it on R, it can be a bit more challenging. This is not what we want to trade, right? When this happens, it means wait for a new candle. This is better. We come above, fail, meaning more bearish. Now we get the volume kicking in. First correction, and then see you later. This could be that similar, come above, correction, breakout, carry on. But right now, we're bearish on all time frames, although we're flipping between corrective and bullish. So I think gold's got you. Uncertain. Let's wait for the 4 hour to finish. Yeah, I liked bearish on NQ, which means could be bullish on CL. Ooh. We've got a while yet before dynamic TP's close. And if you think about here, we had a couple of corrections before. Still too early. And this could be a lovely correction and drop under. But how could we get in on that? 20 minutes up, right? So we've got 13 seconds. This will come down, start weakening, could go red, this will go red. And then we've got the weekly low as well as our previous box down below, right? If we take this low, we can expect, obviously, if we're going to go bearish, this to be our high. So we could look at so the only thing is this is our weekly low. Right now we're bullish on the weekly, although we're below the weekly open. Just. So So if we're going to go lower, we would expect this correction to be over, right? We'd expect this to be the high. And we expect to go down now. Unless we're going to get a little bit more messing around. But that should be the correction over if we're going to continue on down. We're just going for 1R. It's not even the weekly low. I'd rather see the logo to confirm. This looks like it's going to bounce. Algo is also in a state of flip. We've got 4 more minutes until the 20-minute mark's up. So I think let's get confirmation of this low going. I mean, the current risk is... it's 13. 14 if you take it there. And 60. But I would wait. Just wait for this. Said it looked like we were going to bounce. Gap. Let's just wait. If you want to try and capture a cheap trade, that's fine. But so you could look at it this way, right? Break. So we definitely don't, you know, if that high goes, then you're definitely looking more bullish. As we know anyway, this will be our high for the hour. Tap back into the hourly box, and then obviously we could come back up into here. Potential target. We are very bearish. It's the weekly low for me, like this weekly low we haven't yet taken. We are below. We have come below. If you look at it from a correction point of view, look, this was our last. We failed to do much on coming back up. Come way down. We're still way below the zero line, so it does feel like more down action. Okay, so we wick the low. Okay. So now statistically this is more likely that this is our high for this hour. This is now starting to weak. I like it. I said if we take this low, hang on. Come on, MACD. Got 1 more minute candle. Might just wait. 50% is around there. I'll wait for the MACD to cross. That's what I'll do. I mean, right now, this is more likely to be our high for the hour. We are very bearish. A lot of the other algos are bearish. We don't expect this to be our 4-hour low, but we have taken it, right? So it's not our 4-hour low. See how these are. Let's see it cross. Well, momentum is dropping. It's just these little. Oh, come on, don't go slow now. Quick, 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 quick. Horrible. No, wrong one. Right, we get a sell signal. Algo's still nothing for us. No, not gold. I've just got to look at CL. Okay, so statistically, obviously, we're more likely now to take this low. After the 20 minutes, confirmed, below the 50%. Again, I want to see this. We're just holding. Right, rejected. Wick the low, so the 4 hour is now, at this point, we're just holding. That is not a candle we're going to enter on, right? And there we go. And that is understanding, it's just time using this indicator. We could see how, look, if we were going to cross, we wanted to see it happen here. Said we'd look like we're going to bounce, look like we're going to bounce. It was close. We almost got in. Yeah, I like NQ more down than I do. We're just trapped inside of this. Everything's just a bit bouncy. Apart from Euro, which is... Oh, coming back. This looks like it's gonna cross, right? Which means we need to see. So we're below the 50% of the hour, right? So now we've got a 1-to-1 to the top. This is looking okay. Still think we got more downside though. Ooh. Ooh. You've got an early buy signal, more likely our low. You know, there's enough reasons to take it. There's enough reasons to take the trade. New 4 hour. I just don't like this yet. That's better. That's better. Where's my internet gone? Why am I offline? Why does it say offline? Shit. Fucking stream. Alright. We got it. Are we doing that? Short. Nothing's working. There we go. This is our weekly low. I don't think we could possibly come down to here, but we need to see it now go. So let's see. Nice 1 hour. 1 hour at CL. Good, good. 1 hour on gold. Lovely. Any weakness in this? It needs to go now, otherwise. Yeah, it's already a weakness. Fuck's sake. Come on. Do 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 do. Not you. One hour is good. 100%. Especially on prop firms. All right. Interesting with that weekly low. Weekly low's just got in my head. I just want to see price come down with volume and take it out. Meh. I'll just close it now for a win. Whoop whoop. I'm only joking. I'm planning on going break even. So I think kind of around the weekly low. I'm not super confident in the trade. I'm not. Obviously, look, everything's bearish. High time frames are bearish. We're below. Right. Aaron, this is obviously a good trade from inside the box. This is what they're there for. Weakness. Right, for targeting. So I am a bit late. And this is why what I'm playing with SCL is a volume trade. So when I come in at here and I don't go for a lazy boy, then I'm expecting, because there's really a 50% entry, right? 20 minutes up, red box, bearish. That's the trade. Aaron was in the right trade. We've taken liquidity below. This is the weekly. The weekly's still bullish. You know, yeah, it's not great. You know, I won't let this come all the way to here. I'll be out the trade if we start showing any kind of not going where I want to go. Let's do that now. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it. I've only got one tick for break even. I might just reduce. I'd rather take small losses because obviously what I was saying is I'm expecting price to go. I don't want a mess around. I want if price it's this low that I'm not doesn't have to go to here. I just want to see the weekly get driven through. Good trades, Aaron. Good trades. If we take this low, I'll be break even. This is 1R. Two and three. You know I'm getting ready to go break even. That'll do me. Stops the break even. I don't want to come back now on that candle. If it plays out, plays out. That's that. Just commissions I'll lose. That's me out. Another. I like these little scalpy scalps. Yeah, I mean, that is a lazy boy trade, isn't it? New low. Fucking hell, why wasn't I watching? Yay. Nice tap back in the box. Nice rejection. Half an hour's great, mate. Well done. Well done. Had a great morning. Nice. So 50%. 30 minutes. You could have got in on here after the 20 minutes is up, right? I was very aggressive with my stop, and the reason why I was very aggressive is because in my head what I was expecting to see wasn't playing out, and therefore, you know, doesn't mean that price might not over time, but how I wanted the trade to play out wasn't in time. Let's look at Euro. Yeah, I'd be break even as well. Although Euro just looks like it's going to just continue just to tick up, isn't it, really? Just going to keep on moving. Nice drop on gold. Came back under. Use that Owly. 4 hour. 20 minutes left of the 4 hour. Gold was a beauty, it was. Nice. I think that'll be me for the rest of the day now. I had a good day yesterday. I don't want to push. I hate finishing the day when I've taken trades because I forced it. Much prefer waiting. Finishing the day taking no trades or not taking a loss. Being patient. I do like these box scalps though. I mean, look at that tap back. When dynamic TP's bearish as well, right? So when you've got your bullish hour, you expect to be above. When you've got your bearish, you expect to be below. It's a beautiful little trade out of there. I wouldn't be shorting gold anymore, right? That trade's been and gone. I'm excited for a new 4 hour candle on gold. I want to see this 4 hour finishes a doji, finishes a tail bar, and then possibly the new 4 hour might form for us. Let's see. Right now, obviously, like I said, we're bearish. We come back under. We're bearish. Bearish. NQ coming under the 0 line. NQ's bit chop. Watch this coming up. So this is our 4 hour. We've taken the high of the previous 4 hour. Maybe we return back here, possibly. We looked at NQ on the higher time frame and said obviously we've had this strong move down. This looks like more of a corrective phase in the higher time frame. And the 1 hour and the 2 hour are corrective. Although it's more, I think, more higher. See, I'll still see this struggle. You don't want to be in that trade. You know, I like to trade CL. When it goes, it goes. When it doesn't go, it means there's something wrong with the trade. Interesting. Back again. Let's have a little play. Four hours being held up inside of here for a while. There's been a lot of price in between these two. There we go. More recent 4 hour level. We got 15 more minutes. So I'm going to leave the boxes on the 4 hour because we're going to get a new 4 hour, which then will give us this 4 hour area. is got to be the open, yeah. That one's distorting it a bit. Might have to look at removing certain hours. I do like obviously the open, but it's just a bit, that one's a bit distorted. Wow. When's everybody finishing today? Aaron, you should be finished. You've nailed it. How long we got left on the 12-hour candle? I'm on the wrong one. No, we get a new 12-hour candle as well. Is that due now? Two-hour candle is here. 2-hour candle is here. So this 2-hour, so we just equaled the high. But if we look on CFD, CFD looks more bearish. Still just a bit choppy in it, that's all. I want to see a clean hour. Let's see what the next hour gives us. New 4-hour. We got 10 minutes. So CL has eventually gone and taken the low. So we are now bearish on the weekly. And again, this is where we were looking to price to come down to. If you stayed in, well done. I mean, Hang on, let me just go and sort music. I don't know where it's gone off.
AUX mode. Bluetooth mode.
Dee, 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 dee. Let's recap yesterday while we're just waiting for that. Did you get that short, Aaron? You were this is what you were looking at this, weren't you? Looking for this. So there's the previous 4 hour, right? So we went 4 hour, 4 hour, 4 hour. And these are the trades on stream. Took a small loss there. You could have got BE. And then when I left, I said, obviously, if we're going to go bullish, we want to flip the box. Flip the box to go bullish. Or we're going to go bearish, flip the box. This was our inducement. We're expecting this this low to go, which is why I got out at that small loss. But this was a great trade, right? This comes under the 0 line. So how do we know when we're here this is going to drag us? Look at this correction. You can see price just getting tight and tighter and tighter. And then when the histogram changes here, right? I could have been giving you that confidence too. You alright, bud?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've had my phone on charge. I've not even seen your message. There's some ladies' legs there.
There's some. I hate you.
So yesterday, actually now let's go and have a look at it. Oh, we're not open yet. So yesterday when we came on, we had a similar thing where we had that sort of leveling out, right? And then when we were expecting the 4 hour high to go. So obviously when we took the 4 hour high, we were looking at the previous, I was looking at the previous 4 hour level as take profit. Obviously we had liquidity above as well. And then it was just, we had a few more above that I was looking to take, but dynamic TP had changed. Yeah. We didn't take a full loss on that one. We got out at 0.25. Really shouldn't have been in that trade, really. But we manage risk. If we'd have stayed on a bit longer, this would have been great. Nice rejection from the boxes. Straight back to our 4 hour. 4 hour, 4 hour, 4 hour. Above the next 4 hour. the open. It was a messy open, wasn't it? Right, let's have a look at price. I love the boxes too. Still in this channel. I'll probably just do an invite only then on the boxes, Aaron, rather than go through and publish it. I'll create a private script and add a few people on who want to play with it. Remember, you lifetime guys. This is everything. You don't have to worry again. Everything we do, you'll all get. What was I going for? That was a big candle down. So it took the high of the previous 4 hour. We know obviously the return to open, right? Once we take a high, we can sometimes then have that return to the open as a stat. The only thing I'd say is this was a bit late on in the 4 hour. Segment 1, 2, 3, like it's a bit late on. But when you got this sell signal and you're coming back under, then yeah, we can probably expect this as an area to visit. And our higher time frame channel, right, where we've sort of started off, maybe we've come out of it a bit. Let's see. Yeah, nearly there on CL. It would have been a little bit braver, kept in a little bit longer. No ifs and buts. We have our new hour, starting our new 4 hour. If you stayed in the CL trade, congrats. Yellow box represents the current hour, or whatever time your selection, because obviously that's really important for the current formation of that candle. And this is a weekly, previous weekly or previous daily level. We've now broken the weekly low, so we're just saying this is where we could take the trade next to, where we might see a bounce from. Right. So we didn't take the low of the 4 hour on gold. So we did have a non-common low in the 4 hour candle. Let's just have a look at the formation of the 4 hour. Yeah, so it closed quite strong. That's quite a strong close, right? So right now on gold, we're going to continue that bearish focus. We've broken out of that trend that we were in the last 4 hour. New 4 hour candle, broken out. More bearish. Here's our new box. We are below, everything is bearish. So we've already taken the low of the previous 1 hour, 2 hour, and 4 hour. Oh, no, not yet, sorry, not 4 hour. But we've taken the low of the previous 1 and 2, so we can already give us an early indication that the next 1 hour and 2 hour could potentially be bearish. We're below the 1, 2, and 4 because it's all the same hour current boxes. Yes, mate. We'll sort it, Aaron. Don't worry. I'll get in touch. So let's see. I think what I am going to do, though, guys, is I think it's going to be a while before I can look for anything. Obviously, CL was probably, if it had held on, was the best opportunity that I could see. And congrats to anyone who carried on in that trade. Looks like we will go on to hit TP. Euro's carrying on bullish. And obviously what we want to see now is some formation of this 4 hour. Right, so if the 4 hour is going to carry on bearish, we want to see the logo, which we expect to happen. First half an hour in this 4 hour candle is going to be really important, and we want to see the low in the first half an hour go as well. Otherwise, guys, I'm going to get my head into doing some code. We're going to carry on with the indicators, and I'll be back on tomorrow. So I'll see you all in the morning. Congrats on the trade today, guys. Thank you very much for your time. You guys coming on and supporting me. Appreciate it. I'll see you in the Discord. All right. Bye-bye.